Morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am so grateful to be here and glad to be here. Look at this amazing view behind me. Oh, you can't see it. It's early in the morning, so early that it's still dark outside. But where are we? You know, we got word a couple of weeks ago that Carly and Matt are expecting their very first child and our 14th grandchild. So Lori said, trade in those frequent flyer miles. We're heading to Hawaii. And so this is where we are. You know, I look at this last week and I thought this was a meaningful week. And part of the reason that it's meaningful is because we learned so much. I learned so much. And I want to share a little bit of that learning with you. To do that, I have to say thank you to three people. First of all, to Joe Pelucci. And Joe, thank you so much for you and your wife and for the caring person that you are and how thoughtful you are. Joe was out reading a book recently. He read the book and he said, I've got to get a copy of this to Lee Brower. I know he'll like it. And so he sent me this book. It's called Tribe. It's by Sebastian Junger, Junger. And Joe, yes, I had to read that book. That's not only one that I wanted to read, but that I didn't know I wanted to read, but I had to read it because what I learned in that, the insights that came out of that, aligned so perfectly with the empowered wealth mindset, but yet at the same time line up with some of the deep thinking that I've been doing recently that I'll come to share with a lot of you in the very near future. Very powerful, may not agree with it all, but something that is being very powerful and I feel motivated and moved by it. Thank you, Joe, very much. The second was just yesterday morning, I received an email from Mary Salomon. And Mary Salomon is the Vice President of Strategic Business Advisor at GKG Insurance. And GK Insurance is a wonderful company in north central New York. And they do an amazing business. They are the epitome of a good customer-centric company. And we've had the opportunity to work with them several times in workshops, but it's been a couple of years. So I was surprised to see an email coming from Mary. And she said, I think about you often. I think about gratitude, the empowered wealth mindset often. It's made such a difference. And I was reading something this morning that I just have to share with you. So she forwarded to me a blog from Maria Shriver. It's called Maria Shriver's Sunday Pages. And in that, Maria is talking about how she and her her siblings had just been together, and they get talking and they start talking about their parents. But it's what their parents did wrong, and they did this, and they did that, and they did that. And she said, wait a second, stop. We're complaining about something, but yet look at who we are. Look at where we've come. Look, they must have done something good. And then it really hit her about all of the complaining that they do and that we all do. It's just part of our lives is complaining. And how much time does that take to complain? So she made a commitment that she's going to cut complaining out of her life. And here's the paragraph that she said. She said, so that means out with the complaints, both small and large, because those complaints impact my space, my day, my relationship with others, and my life. No more complaints about my age, my body, my work, my friends, myself, and none about how I grew up or about my parents and what they did or did not do. It's so boring. I'm already focused on moving forward with gratitude only, especially to my parents for the greatest gift they gave me. Now that was on my mind, and as that's on my mind, we receive an email or we receive through Facebook. Lori shares with me a post. And this is a post posted by Andrew, the husband of a dear friend of ours, Katie Campbell, aka Crush. Katie Campbell was one of our kids when we were camp parents at First Ascents. First Ascents, as some of you know, is something that was very dear to Nick's heart before he passed away. And so when Nick went to First Ascents, he said, this is something that we need to be involved with. And First Ascents creates outdoor experiences for young adults that are living with cancer. And they bring together 15 kids, young adults at the same time. And Katie was one of those young adults. One of the things that happens is that everybody gets a new name. and her new name was Crush. And so that's how Lori and I have known her from the minute we met her, as Crush. We followed her on Facebook. We've stayed in touch with her. We admire her. We listen to her words. We listen to her struggles, her ups and downs, and her battles. Let me share with you one of her last posts that her husband posted. It was something that she had written and her husband had asked to post. And this is just one paragraph, but I think you'll find it very powerful. As you grieve, these are Katie's words, as you grieve, please know that I both love the hell out of my life and also felt at peace with my passing. Life, like so many things, is much better measured in quality and not quantity. And from those standards, I lived just about all the life there was to live. I experienced so many wonderful things on this beautiful planet. I had such deep and meaningful love in my life, and I got to go on quite an adventure of self-discovery. I truly regret nothing. Am grateful for everything. I wouldn't trade my life in, cancer and all, for anything. It's been a privilege to have lived this spectacular life. I cried. Katie will be missed, but no complaints. No complaints from Katie, and I'm going to make every attempt going forward to no complaints from me. Complaints waste my time, my energy, my attention, and my resources. It's tears. And not only that, who cares? Who cares? It takes away from gratitude. So my intention this week is to go as long as I can without a complaint. And maybe it's only an hour, 2 hours, maybe it's a day. I hope so. But I intend to have as few complaints this week and to be more aware of when I am complaining so that I can stop it. I challenge you to do the same. Let's increase gratitude, shall we? Let's increase gratitude by eliminating complaints. Thank you to these 3 people specifically this week, and to all of you for wanting to make this planet a better place. Rock on. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.